for watching my channel. I've been taking a break from doing some of my OSCP videos and some of my Hack the Box reviews and things like that. Basically, over the summer, spent a lot of time with the family and basically chasing after the elusive guru on Hack the Box. As you can see here, I'm at 85% fully complete, and basically I'm racing the clock each week to get the boxes done as fast as I can to keep the points from going away as they retire boxes and getting new points. So, and I have 85 points here. I'm not sure how accurate this is. It says 85.1% away from Guru, but if you look down here under points, breakdown, it says I'm 87% complete, and you need to get over to 90% to hit Guru. So hopefully I'll hit the last box. Right now I am working on Giddy. That's the last one I don't have. The rest of the ones I have compromised and owned. So that's where I've been. But today's video is really going to be around the Calyx Institute and their membership program that they offer for a unlimited data plan. So a lot of people are always looking for that limited data plan, a plan that's cost effective, that gives you the most bang for your buck, that's not going to throttle you, that's going to let you do what you want to do. And I gotta say, I was very skeptical at first. I was at a collegiate cyber defense competition last year, and one of my buddies was like, "Hey man, use my modem. It's unlimited data. You can download whatever you need to do." I'm like, "Whatever, dude. I'll just use my phone and tether. I don't want to waste your data." And then he started telling me more about the program. I checked it out, and I was back and forth for a while. I was like, "Man, $600 is a lot of money." If you look at the membership programs, they offer several different memberships that you can sign up for. So we want to go to membership levels. So I was like, all right, let me check this out. So I'm at home looking at this. I'm like, man, $600. It's a little pricey. So you're either paying about $500 or $600, depending on which one you want to do, right? I decided on the $600 one because it has 3G fallback. I know 3G is old technology. It's slow, whatnot. But when you live out in the boonies and you travel as much as I do, sometimes all you got is 3G. And if that's a matter of me being able to connect and send an email, then great, let me use 3G and do that. I'm not going to be able to stream video and whatnot, but hey, at least I have some type of connection. And then if all the crap hits the fan, my internet goes down at home, my power goes out at home, at least I have something to fall back to. So I kept reviewing it. I did a lot of searching about the company, about the plans, and I finally decided to give in and buy it. Originally, I was thinking about possibly just buying the OnStar unlimited data for my truck. It was about $30 a month for unlimited data, and they said basically up to 30 gigs. Last time I had OnStar, my kids crunched the 20 gigs within the car ride going to my parents' house in New York, and they live about 3 hours away. So I was a little skeptical about paying $20 a month and basically blowing it through one car trip. So I decided to go ahead and buy the Calyx. And hopefully I'm pronouncing it right. I never really heard anyone else pronounce it, but hopefully I'm saying. So I bought the modem. I bought the $600 plan instead. It came with this cool shirt. It says Calyx. Has their logo on the shirt. It comes with the R910 modem. And it came all nice, professionally boxed up and everything in a nice box. The modems actually have a telephone number assigned to them. It comes with all your MAC address information and everything else that you need for your modem on here. The modems are fully configurable either through the GUI on the device itself, or you can actually connect a device to it and then go to the internal IP address just like a normal router and make all the configurations. You can set up 5G as well on here, so you get the higher speeds through the device itself, which is really nice. You can set different passwords. You can even set up a guest Wi-Fi on here. So I can use one band for my systems and one band for my guests. So right under here, I don't know if you can see that, I can do guests and I can do the other Wi-Fi bands. So I have a 5 gigahertz band set up for my normal use, and then when I decide to turn on guest mode, they're using the 2 gigahertz band. So it's a little bit slower for them, but still it keeps our two networks separate and allows me to get a little bit faster speeds. In the box also, in the t-shirt, the device, there were stickers, and then there was some documentation about the device, basically around support, some basic troubleshooting, service-wise. And it looks like all the service is actually currently handled through Mobile Citizen. That's who's doing the warranty work, and that's who's on the 800 support number to call. So the device has been running really good. I bought it back in around April timeframe. He delayed shipping a little bit, so he gave me some extra time for free on it, which was nice. So been using it since April, mostly on car trips, as I said, with the kids. The kids crunch this thing. We will do a 3-hour car trip to my parents' house. All three of them are watching movies on Netflix, on YouTube, playing games and whatnot. My wife will connect to send emails, play games, and watch stuff on her phone as well to see on her data plan. And the best thing is, it's truly unlimited. I know they put that caveat about 30 gigs, but last month I broke over 1 terabyte of use. It was basically I wanted to see what would happen if you did do that. And basically I ran 90% of all my traffic that I would normally do through the device for the month. Plus we had a couple of trips. So that definitely spiked up the data quite a bit, and it's still working fine. So that's a really good point. Now that differs than your normal phones. So you have a Sprint phone, an AT&T phone, Verizon phone. Your phone company will restrict your data, especially for streaming, usually about 480 unless you pay for the higher plans. So you're only getting 480p versus 1080p. No restrictions. You get the full 1080p from Netflix and everything else for cheaper than what you're paying for your phone plan. What I would suggest doing is actually going with a lower cost phone plan and still getting one of these devices, and then basically just using this device for everything. Now, what's the catch here, right? So basically, anyone getting these devices, you're donating money to a nonprofit. Out of the donation of the $600, you can actually claim on your taxes, and double check with your tax accountant, but you can claim for the service, but you can't claim for the device. So really, the first year you get a claim about $300, give or take, out of your donation to Calyx. So it was a nice little tax donation as well. I was able to claim, or I will be able to claim this coming year. What else is there about this? As I said, I live out in the boonies too. Out here, I mostly get in between 5 to 10 megabits out of my house, and that's when I have about 2 to 3 bars of service. It's really low right now, you can see. It's still LTE though, so I am getting about 5 to 10 megs of service right now. When I go to larger areas, such as Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, New York, New Jersey, any major cities, I can see my bandwidth greatly increase. Harrisburg, not so much, maybe 50 to 60 megabits. But New York City, I've hit about 100 megabits at one point. Jersey, I've hit in close to 100 megabits. So I'm getting almost like cable modem speeds out of this device in some of the higher bandwidth areas. It really depends on the towers near you, what bands you're connecting to, and basically how many people are using the service at the time. Where you're going to be fluctuating with your speeds, and that can change all the time, right? Sprint can have a problem, there could be a route down somewhere. There's so many factors that come into speed. I think if you're doing basic computer usage, watching a movie or something like that, that 5 to 10 megabit area is going to be fine for you. If you really think about it, back in the day, everyone was like, oh, we got T1 line in our business. You were talking about businesses with tons of people on these 1 megabit connections. Now you're one person on this 5 megabit connection. Think about it that way. How much data and stuff you can get done. You still can get quite a bit of work done. You can watch your movies and everything else. You may not be able to have Xbox running, Netflix running, and everything else going at the same time. But still, it's definitely good for what you're paying for it. As I said, it's cheaper than most plans I've seen out there. It's definitely cheaper than OnStar when I decided to sign up for it. And I've been using it flawlessly since about April last year. So if you're looking for an unlimited data plan, I would definitely strongly suggest going out, checking out the Calyx Institute. Look at what they offer. Check out some of their programs. If you really like it, try getting involved. They offer a lot of different things. Different meetups for users. They have different projects they're running. A whole slew of different areas. So definitely check them out. decide if you want to do a $500 donation or $600 donation. If you want multiple devices, you can do higher donations and you get more and more devices, which is great. You can give them to other people in your family to use and things like that. This is the R10 Franklin, I believe it is R910, sorry, mobile hotspot by Franklin. It kind of stinks because it doesn't have the capabilities of external antennas. But if you really wanted to fiddle with these devices, you can check out on LTE Hacks on Facebook. It's a great group. A lot of guys on there are pulling out the SIM cards out of these, putting them into their own routers that are capable of being configured to use certain bands and be able to use higher gain antennas to reach further out to different towers. A lot of people in that forum are using these solely as a main internet. To me, that's putting a lot of risk on losing service if they ever decide to change plans, things like that. But they've been around for so long that I don't think that'll be a problem. The only thing about doing all that work is you're spending a lot of extra money to build these devices to make these longer connections. And while I would love to tinker with that, I just haven't had the need to yet. Maybe down the road, I will try to build like a smaller router just for travel maybe. That I can maybe hook into the car or something to get farther gain. But 9 out of 10 areas I've traveled so far, even up to like our islands, to our hunting areas, I've had at least 3 to 4 bars and been able to get at least decent connection up to 5 to 10 megabits minimum off the device for internet. So I haven't had the need to do that, but as I say, you can check out LTE Hacks on Facebook. You can ask a lot of questions on there about Calyx and about other programs as well. They're not a support channel for Calyx, but they can definitely give you some ideas what they're doing, how they're going about it, how they're setting up their routers or routers as they're calling on there, what antennas you can get, things like that. There's also unlimited data plans on Facebook as well, where they talk about other companies as well. The other day, I kind of went through some of their items and looking at the cost versus reward versus risk. I still think for the cost involved with the Calyx, it's been the best and least riskiest out there so far. Definitely price-wise, it definitely has beaten out all the other ones. Sprint, Verizon, a couple of us have them, but you're looking at $80+ a month. And while Verizon definitely trumps Sprint in 9 out of 10 areas, $80 a month versus $20 or $30 a month for one of these, I can't really see that as a cost savings or being worth it price-wise. $80 a month is basically like me paying for a home connection. $20 a month to me is a couple times out to lunch, basically what they do. It's not that it's not money, but it's not a high bit of money that I see as a waste to have one of these as a backup. And even though I use mostly for backup, I do let the kids use a lot for just normal trips. So it's definitely a cost savings. The kids love it. I love it. So as I said, if you're interested, go to calyxinstitute.org. Check out their membership programs. Select the one that you think is best for you, and then sign up for that. Be patient. It does take them some time to ship it. I think my buddies took about 3 to 4 weeks to get. But the service starts the day that you, I think the day you receive it, or the day they ship it, something like that. Once it's shipped, it only takes a few days to arrive to you. When you get it, basically take it out of the box because there's some updates. Once it goes through the updates, you're able to start connecting and configuring it, and you're good to go. I would definitely turn it on every now and then if you're not using it all the time to keep it updated. Keep it talking back to the tower so you don't lose any connections, things like that. That's all I have about the device. Try to keep the review about pretty short. If I missed something in the review that you're interested in seeing or hearing about, comment below. I'll respond. And as always, if you like my content, make sure you subscribe, share this video with your friends. I've been slacking, as I said, for the summer with my video content. It is the summer. I want to spend a lot of time with my family, try to get things done, start a new job, and all that other stuff. So it's been one crazy summer, but finally I'm hoping to be able to get back into creating some videos for you guys. So once again, subscribe below, share the video, like the video, and I will talk to you all later. Have a good one.